Hey y'all, okay, let's make these firecrackers. Goodness, I have been meaning to make these for 2 days. I was gonna make them last night after I made my chili, but I got tired. Belle wanted to go for her walk. She's very routine, so she knows when it's our time where we normally go for our walk. So she was pacing around, so I just said, forget it, I'll wait and do them tomorrow. And then today, I just been dragging around. Y'all ever have those days where it's like you feel like you're not worth 2 cents? Anyway, we're going to get them going now. The good thing is it's quick and easy. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 sleeves of Ritz saltine salted top crackers. Okay, you can do the unsalted tops if you want to. You can do however many you want to. You can always cut this recipe in half if you want to make less. You can always double it if you want to make more. Okay, and I'm going to also put in some of these little oyster crackers. I love these crackers just to snack on. I love them in my chili. And so I'm going to mix a few of those in with our sleeves. Okay, we're going to set these aside for a second because we're going to mix up our little mixture here, all the good stuff that's going to go on them. Y'all, this is so good this time of year with your chili, with your soups, just as a snack. I love them. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, well, let's start with our liquid first. Okay, so right here I have 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. Now, you can use whatever kind of oil you want. If you have a preference, you go ahead and use that. Okay, 1/3 cup. And then I've got some butter over here. Let me grab it out, y'all. Hang on just a second. That I put in the microwave. I'm sorry, I should have already got this out. Hang on a minute. I don't want to spill it. Okay. So in this, I have 1/4 cup of melted butter. Okay. I'm going to add that in. 1/4, which is half a stick, okay, by the way. Just make it a little bit easier. Half a stick of butter, 1/3 cup of oil, and then we're going to do some of our spices. We're going to do half a teaspoon of onion powder. I went ahead and open these because that takes up a lot of our time trying to get these open. Half a teaspoon garlic powder. Okay, then let's see. We're going to do 1 tablespoon of crushed red pepper. Now, of course, this is one of those things you can do less or more, okay, depending on how spicy you want them. I'm doing 1 tablespoon, okay, and then we're going to do half a tablespoon of our parsley. Okay, let's see here. Whoop, whoop. Heaping half a teaspoon or tablespoon, okay. And then I like to do a little bit of my Creole. Now, I don't add any salt because, like I said, these are the salted tops. This is salty. We're also going to add in some ranch. So you don't have to worry about no salt in this, okay? But just a little sprinkle of this. Not even really enough to measure. Just about like that. Okay? Ranch season. This is just the Walmart brand. You can use whatever kind you want. I think we're going to go ahead and do the whole pack, y'all. Let's go ahead and season these up good. You can do less if you don't love that flavor, but I think the whole pack will be fine. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of pepper. I've got to fill my pepper thing up. I'm just going to sprinkle some in, not too much. Okay, let's whisk this up, y'all. See where we're at with it. Okay. There's a lot of different ways you can make these, y'all. I've seen different recipes. This is just the way that I prefer to do it. I do prefer to put mine in the oven for just a few minutes. Some people don't. They like them just, sitting and resting for a while. That's fine if you want to do that. I've done it both ways. I just prefer to put mine in the oven, okay? But you do it however you want. All right, I've got this big bowl here, and a lot of times you can just do this in a Ziploc bag too. I prefer to do it in a bowl. Again, whatever your preference is. And you know what I thought about today when I got these crackers out? Does it seem like to you that the sleeves are smaller now than what they used to be, or is that just me? It just seems like this is smaller than what I remember it being several years ago, but maybe not. Anyway, these are the Zesta. I love a lot of the cheaper brands of stuff. Y'all know that. But for these crackers, I love this brand of crackers. This is the kind my grandmother always used. And I just love them. I will pay the extra cost. And I love the wheat, too. I couldn't get those this time, but normally I'll get the wheat. They're a little bit more crunchy, and they're really good. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 sweets. Alright. And then, for our little oyster crackers, let's see. I think I'm going to do about half of this bag, maybe. I know all this is loud on that camera, y'all. Right here, right up next to you, so I apologize. Okay, let's start with that. About half a pack of the oyster crackers. Okay. Let's get this good mixed up, okay? Now we're just going to drizzle this all over. Try to get all of that out, as much of everything as we can. All right, y'all, so normally I would throw on a pair of gloves to do this, but y'all know those gloves that I have right now do not fit me at all, and I know it's going to be a disaster to try to use them. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to wash my hands really good, real quick, and then I'm going to come back and toss these around. Okay, y'all, let's toss these around really good. Just in that oil and that butter, all of that seasoning. You have to kind of work with it a little bit because that seasoning will kind of clump up together. But y'all see what I'm doing here. So what I'm going to do, instead of keeping y'all while I keep on working this, and I know it's kind of loud right here on the camera, I'm just going to toss these and work these really good, and then I'll come back and we're going to put them on our cookie sheet. Let's see if I've got a clean thumb here. Hang on a minute. Okay, y'all, so I just been tossing these around. Now listen, that seasoning will try to clump up a little bit. You just have to, like, let me show you, like right here is some of it. Just kind of just mash it around and just keep on. You're going to want to toss these for a good minute or so, you know. Just get all that seasoning distributed out, and you're still going to have, see, like right here, you're still going to have some crackers that's going to be more spicy or seasoning than the others, and that is perfectly fine, okay? All right, now we're going to put these on our baking sheet. And now, if you don't want to bake these, I know some people at this point, they just, I don't really know if they just put them on a little flat container or what, and just let them rest for a little bit before storing them. But like I said, I've done it both ways, and I prefer to bake mine for a little bit. So what I'm going to do, I have my oven on 250, okay? And I will cook these for about 10 minutes, and then kind of try to mix these up a little bit. Then I will get them out, just kind of toss them around a little bit again, and then pop them back in there for probably another, 10 minutes or so. They really don't cook that long. To me, it just kind of keeps them, to me, it just helps give them a little bit more crunch. But again, that's just, you do it however you want to do. But y'all, these are delicious. They are delicious with your chili. They're delicious as a snack. I'm still trying to crush up some of that seasoning, y'all. If you wonder what I'm doing. But see, like this one, this will be a good one. Because it has all that good stuff on it. It's kind of like a Dorito. You look for the one that has all the cheese on it. Well, with these, you look for the cracker that looks like this, okay? Okay, y'all. I got, like I said, I got on 250. I'm going to pop these in there, and I'll come back and we'll give them a good toss and see where we're at with them. See if I can get this turned off. Hang on. Hey y'all, look at our crackers. I can't, let's see. It's still a little bit hot, but I think I can pick it up for a second. I'll tell you what I did. I did 250, 10 minutes, and then I got them out, tossed them around really good, and then I did 10 minutes more. Y'all, look at these little ones. These are gonna be so good. You might want to do a batch of just these little ones like this. They're all good, but anyway, so then I did 250 for 10 more minutes, And now let me remind y'all, when you first get these out of the oven and they're still really warm, they're going to be a little bit softer. Okay, don't worry about that. Don't think they're going to be mushy. They're not. Once they cool off, then they're going to get back really good and crispy. Okay. So while we let these cool for just a minute, I'm going to go ahead and get my chili. I just warmed up a little bit here in this pan. You know, I don't like to reheat things more than once, so I just kind of get out what I think I might want. And I'm excited for this, y'all. Last night, like I said, I got so tired. I did eat a little bit of the chili, but not very much. Not like with all of my good sides and all this stuff like I'm gonna do tonight. Y'all know how it is, like I've told y'all before. Kind of after you stand in here and cook forever, then you're just not really that hungry, and that's kind of how I felt. So I fixed me a small little bowl. And like I said, we went for our walk, and then we went to bed. But anyway, I'm gonna let this cool, and then whenever I come back, we're gonna load this up. I got all kinds of stuff I want to put on top of it. We're going to try our crackers, and I also got some of that pimento cheese, y'all, that I made the other day. So all these days we've been cooking all this stuff, we're fixing to put it all together tonight. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, y'all, let's get our chili loaded up, okay? So earlier I shredded up a little bit of cheese and put it in this bowl and popped it back in the fridge. I didn't want to mess up my big cheese grater for just a little bit of cheese, so I used this little thing. And I mean, you talk about a fine little cheese. It made it so fine. So anyway, we're going to use some of that. Just all over the top. I got a little bit of sharp cheddar here, some Colby Jack, some Monterey Jack. Y'all know, just a little combination of all of it that I had in my fridge. Okay, we're going to do that. And let's see, I've got some green onions here that I cut up. We're going to put a few of those on there. And then I have some of this cowboy candy. I'm sure y'all have heard of it. It's just like the pickled jalapenos. These are some homemade that somebody gave me, so I'm going to put a few of those on. These are mild, so they're not too bad, too hot. I'm going to put a few of those on there. And then, y'all, the other day, I love this pickled okra. It's so good. And I ate the last piece of okra the other day, and instead of throwing it away, I happened to see this little pepper in there. Hang on a second. And I thought, no, I'm not going to throw that away. I'm going to dice up that little pepper. There's 2 of them in there. And put in my chili. Well, of course, I forgot. So I'm going to garnish with it. I thought, well, that will be cute on my chili. So that's what I'm going to do, y'all. And I still have one more in there, so I'm going to save that one. I'm going to pop that back in the fridge. Okay? So let's see. I think that's everything we want to put on it. Don't that look like a pretty little bow of chili, y'all? Got that pretty little red pepper on there. I love it. And then I have here a half of a pimento cheese sandwich. I fixed her. I wanted it to stay good and cold, so I just wrapped it up and popped it back in the fridge. Look at this, y'all. Now, I love to do a grilled pimento cheese, too. Y'all know I've told y'all about that. And if you want to do that, you basically just do it the same like you would a regular grilled cheese. The only thing is I like to put a little bit of garlic and that sort of stuff on the bread and the butter, like a garlic butter, basically. But anyway, so I made half of that. Look at that, y'all. This is so good. So I'm going to have that with mine. And then I have a little bit of the pimento cheese out here. I just sprinkle a little bit of onion on top of it in this bowl to put on some of my crackers, okay? So let's see. Let's get us out a few of these little small crackers. I'm just going to put a few of those on the bowl. And then just some of these regular size crackers down in here. And y'all, like I said, let this sit and hang out for a bit before you store it. You want it to get completely cooled off. And just kind of toss it around as it sits, and it will be perfect, okay? All right, I'm going to put in a few more of those on there. Ooh-wee, goodness, y'all. This is picture perfect right here. Isn't that right? Get the pimento cheese, the crackers there, and then all of that. Lord have mercy. Ooh, I'm definitely gonna need a walk after this, so let's get us a bite. Let me get y'all up here. This is one of my most favorite meals, is a big bowl of chili, and especially when we have all these good fixings like this right here. Let me turn this around so y'all can see the good stuff. That pimento cheese. Let's try the pimento cheese. Well, let's see. Hang on, let me just get a bite of the chili first. I love to put those little oyster crackers in there, and I only do a few at a time because I don't like for them to get soggy. So I do a few and eat them, and then I put a few more. Do y'all do that, or do you just mash a bunch of crackers all up in it together? I can't do that. I like a few at a time. Goodness gracious, y'all. So good. All right. Now, remember I said I like for my pimento cheese to stay cold. The reason for that is, and if y'all have never tried this, I want you to try it. You have your hot bowl of chili, and then you have this cold pimento cheese sandwich. If you've never tried it and you like pimento cheese, of course, if you don't like pimento cheese, you're not going to like it. You don't like chili, you're not going to like it. But if you like the two of them, I want y'all to try it. You know, like, whenever you get a hot fudge sundae, and you have that hot fudge brownie, and then you got that bite of that cold ice cream, that's what these two are like for me. Because y'all know I don't eat chocolate, I don't eat ice cream. So, this is, to me, this is as good. Oh, shoot, I've got the all over the side of the bowl. Don't that look terrible? I didn't even see that. How long's that been there? Why didn't y'all tell me? Anyway. So, that's what this is like for me. Same as like somebody loving their hot fudge sundae with the cold ice cream. That's how I feel about this cold pimento cheese and this hot bowl of chili. Lordy mercy. And then, I'm going to show you one other thing and I'm going to let y'all go. You know, you got the crackers here, and then I told you I put a little bit of pimento cheese in this bowl. So I'm going to get one of these crackers, get some of this pimento cheese out. Now, I don't put green onions in my pimento cheese, y'all. I just had that, so I just sprinkled some on this bowl, but that's not an ingredient. Y'all know that I put in it. Put you some on here. Do the same thing. Dip it down in your chili. Like that. Mercy me. Talking about good, y'all. I'm telling you. Y'all make these together. The next time you make your big pot of chili, especially if it's with family or friends, and you know how a lot of times you do a big spread. You do your Fritos, you do your crackers, you may do grilled cheese, your bread, your cheese, your onions, all your toppings. Make you a batch of pimento cheese. Make you up some of these little sandwiches. Cut them in fours. A little bit goes a long way. And make you these firecrackers to put on your little chili bar or whatever. Everybody will love it. You'll love it. Everybody else will. I promise you, I would never steer y'all wrong. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this. Bella's over here. She's wanting to go for her walk. Look at her. Belle, you ready to go walking? Look at her. She knows it's time, y'all. She is smart as a whip. You ready to go walking? Okay, y'all. Y'all have a good night. And I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.